Hey guys, Wright here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get CTGP for Mario Kart Wii on your Nintendo Wii or Wii U. Now, I'm not going to be using the method that most YouTubers will show you. There's not many tutorials on the method I am going to show you, and that's kind of why I'm doing it. Now, this is primarily for Wii U users, as there's only a couple of ways to do this for Wii U users, and the other one's a lot more complex. For Wii users, there's quite a few ways, and I think the Wii ways are generally a little bit easier, but to be honest, this is my favourite way of how to do it, and I think probably your favourite too. It's probably the easiest and quickest way how you're going to be able to install this. Now, there are a few things you need for this before you actually begin installing. First of all, you need an SD card. Obviously, you need that for any method. You, of course, second of all, need a copy of Mario Kart Wii, an official disc copy of Mario Kart Wii, and last but not least, this is the most important thing that the other methods don't require to have, you need a Super Smash Bros. Brawl game disc. And that's because this method uses an exploit known as Smash Stack, that basically when you go into Smash Bros. Stage Builder, it'll read your SD card and it'll boot CTGP or Riivolution or whatever you install. But I'm showing you CTGP. This does work with installing the Riivolution channel as well. It'll boot it, and you will be able to install that straight to your Wii menu, so you don't have to keep going through there. You can just click straight on the CTGPR channel and get straight on CTGP. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm guessing most of you know what CTGP is. It's basically a Mario Kart Wii mod that adds over 200 custom tracks to the game, and custom tracks are basically tracks made by the community, but it also adds some new game modes, including one called Item Rain, which basically rains items down continuously, so you can collect items without the boxes. They'll like drop onto the track and you can collect them, so you can get like stars in first place and that. Another one is Countdown, where it counts like a timer down, and whoever's furthest through the race when the timer hits 0 wins. So it's like kind of a time limit to finish the race kind of thing like that. So it might just last for long enough to do a lap or something. I don't really know. I'm not really played that game mode. So yeah, this method, it doesn't require Letter Bomb, it doesn't require the Homebrew channel, it doesn't require the Riivolution channel or whatever else other YouTubers who've showed you how to get. This method requires just the CTGP files themselves and the Smash Stack exploit. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So first of all, before you do anything else, you need to go into your internet browser and type in chadsoft.co.uk. That's the website you need to go to. You could either type it in, or I will have a link in the description. So yeah, you could just use that, and that would be obviously the quicker way, but you could also open a new browser window and type it in, or look for that link. You're going to go to the install guide here. Now, there you go. So this is basically, it gives you a list of options, and then it will basically give you some instructions as to how to install. So basically it gives you a little questionnaire that you fill in, and then it will tell you exactly what you need to do. So we're going to click begin here. So first of all, do you have a Mario Kart Wii game disc? Yes, we do, because we are going to need that. If you click no, it would basically just said you needed a disc. By the way, Mario Kart Wii and Smash Bros. I'm guessing you all have Mario Kart Wii, but Smash Bros. I'm guessing most of you will have it. But otherwise, you could go to your local game store, like Game or something, and get that. The reason I'm doing it with Smash Bros. And not otherwise, there is another method to do it otherwise, but this is like the least kind of, not dodgy, but kind of least intimidating way, and probably the quickest to do it. But if you didn't have Smash Bros, you could do it the other way, but I recommend just going getting Smash Bros and doing it this way. It's easier. So do you have an SD card? Yes, we do, because we need that. We're going to say we have a Wii U, but this will work on a Wii. So we're going to say it doesn't have an internet connection. So if you get to here, it's gonna, and you don't say you don't have any of them channels, it's gonna get you to this part where it's gonna give you a list of games. Now we're gonna do it for Smash Brothers, but you could use one of these other games listed as well. So we're gonna say we have Smash Brothers, and it's gonna say here, it's gonna say remove all stages from the stage builder. So we're gonna do that later, and we are going to download Smash Stack, which you can do here, and that's going to download in a zip file. So there you go, extract it. We're gonna do it a different way. I'm going to show you a better way how to do this. So the next thing to do, kind of not ignoring the user guide, would be to download CTGPR, which it will take you to a mega link, and you can download that as you saw the other Smash Stack exploit downloads on the actual website itself. But this is hosted on a mega website, and that's probably because it's more secure to do it that way. It's less likely to get taken down by Nintendo, because mega websites are harder to access. You can't get to them easily without the link as such. So this is going to take a bit of time to download, so we're going to stop the video here. But I do actually have this downloaded, and I'm not sure why, but my internet's going very slow. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to pause the video here and come back when that has not completed. I'm going to pause the video here, find the version I already have, and do a demonstration. Okay guys, when I click the pop-up, you might have seen a pop-up when I was recording in the top left of the screen, but I was speaking to you guys, so I didn't acknowledge it as such. It seems to have fixed this problem, so we seem to have seems to be saying it's going to take a lot less time now. So instead of messing around with files and stuff, I already have, to give you a clearer tutorial, I'm going to basically wait till this is finished. It's saying it's only going to take 1 minute and 38 seconds. So yeah, see you guys in a minute, and I mean it this time. Okay guys, CTGP has finished downloading. As you can see, it is version 1.03.0166 blah blah blah. That's basically going to be the latest version. I had an older version like that, but but it doesn't matter if you do have an older version, because as you'll see later, it updates automatically, so you don't have to keep on going through this tutorial every time you need to update CTGP, because it has its own kind of GUI kind of CTGP channel, and it works like all of the other Wii channels. So yeah, you'll see that later on. Now, because these are zipped folders, you don't actually need an extraction program to open these. You can just click on them and they'll open. So first of all, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open the Smash Stack folder here, and you see this private folder. What you want to do is you want to cut this private folder, and then you are going to paste it in your downloads, or wherever you're doing this in, it doesn't matter. So there you go. Then you want to go into CTGPR. You're going to copy these 5 folders, or files, or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, cut, sorry. And you're going to want to paste. It won't matter if you copy, but cut just saves disk space, because it basically moves them instead of copying them. And this is going to take a bit of time to copy, so cut, I keep getting it mixed up. Yeah, so this is going to take a bit of time to basically get moved to the downloads. So I'll pause the video again. I know I'm doing a lot of pausing again, but there's a lot of just processes within this that take time, and there's nothing we can be doing in the meantime. We can't do anything else in the tutorial till this is copied, essentially. So yeah, see you guys in a minute. Okay, turns out that didn't take too long at all. My computer's being very strange. I'm not sure why, but as you would have seen, it was stuck on 0% for ages, so I thought it was going to take a while, but suddenly it started moving and it basically did it very quickly. So yeah, now that's done, what we can do is we can delete our CTGP zip folder, because we don't need that anymore. We can delete our smash stack zip folder, so delete that. And then you will see we have 6 folders now. We have apps, we have CTGPR, we have the private folder from the smash stack, which we basically moved to where we are keeping our CTGP files, because that's where you need it. We've then got our Riivolution folder, we've then got our boot.elf file, which is the file that it actually uses to boot the channel, and we got a readme, which you don't really need, but we can copy it anyway. So what you need to do now, you have all the files you need, so essentially you need to insert the SD card. So I'm going to go and insert the SD card, and I'll be back with you in just a sec. Okay, I've inserted the SD card. By the way, forgot to mention, to do that, you either need to, your computer will have an SD card slot, or you need to use a USB SD card adapter that you basically plug into your computer via a USB slot. I'll just show it down there, there you go. You basically plug it in via a USB slot on this adapter, which then plugs via a USB cable into your computer. But most laptops definitely will have an SD card slot, but my computer doesn't, so I'm using an adapter to do this, but it really doesn't matter. Alright, so what I need to do now is I'm just going to minimize that Explorer thingy, and I'm going to go in the SD card here, just so I can show you. I'm not actually going to do what I'm going to tell you next because I've already done it, but yeah, just to show you guys. So what you would then do, just move this over here, there you go. You basically need to copy those 6 files that I just talked about, the app, CTGPR, etc. They're all there on the left, onto your SD card. You can see it says USB, but that it is an SD card, I promise. So as you can see, those two are identical because I've already copied them. So yeah, that's essentially what you would do next. You just highlight them all, Control A. I think Control A would work. I'll just double check. Yeah, you can Control A. Then you basically just right click, copy, Control C over to the SD cards and paste normally. So yeah, we'll just we can close this now because we are done on the computer. We now need to head over to the Wii U and actually load up Smash Brothers and get this going. So yeah, see you in a minute. Oh, and one more thing, for some reason, if you do not know this, I'm guessing most of you do, the SD slot for your Wii U is basically, I'll close it for a second, you open up the flap there next to where you put the disc in, and then within here there is like a semicircular slot near the top, and that's where you slot your SD card in. So you just slot it in, and it needs to be the side with kind of the writing of the side, and that size and that needs to be facing where you put your disc in. Then you just press it, you'll hear a click, and there you go, and then you just shut the flap. By the way, if you it'll all make sense in a minute, but if you don't have a save game on Smash Brothers yet, like you've just bought it or you deleted your old one, you can put the SD card in now. But if you do have a save game, don't put it in yet. Remove it if you have put it in before you switch the console on. So yeah, that's just a bit of a heads up. I'll explain when we get in the Wii menu. So yeah, next time I talk to you, we'll be on the Wii menu. See you in a minute. Okay, so here we are then on the Wii U. Yeah, before we continue this tutorial, I just wanted to say that for you guys using the Wii, if you don't know where your USB slot is, unfortunately, I can't help you with that because I've actually never done this on the Wii, sorry, and I've never used an SD card on the Wii, so yeah, unfortunately, I can't help you with that. Now, I'm just going to know it. There's loads of wires everywhere. I've not used this capture card for ages, so yeah, sorry if the sound quality or the volumes are a bit off. I've not used this for ages because I've been doing a lot of PC games. But yeah, anyway, let's get into it. So what you need to do now is navigate to the virtual Wii, and you do that by using your gamepad, selecting the Wii icon. It should be on your Wii U menu if you set that up. And now, so we're going to select TV only. This takes so long to load. Right, just click A. Right, and now what we need to do is, you guys who, like I said before, haven't got a Smash Bros. Save game, you can have your SD card in now, so if you have that in, good. So I'm just going to put in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, because that's what you want to do next. So we're just going to insert that right here. So the reason you don't want to have your SD card in now when you are when you've got a save game on Smash Bros. If you do, I don't because it's new and it doesn't work for me. I'll explain in a second. So the reason is because if you launch Smash Bros. With Smash Tap on an SD card inserted in your Wii U, Smash Bros. Will wipe that SD card temporarily. So basically, when you go to the stage builder, nothing will happen. Now, for me, I tried this yesterday, but it crashed my Wii U when I tried. I insert the SD card when it was loaded. Made sure there's no stages in the stage builder. If you're doing this with SD card and you've got a save game, make sure there are no stages in the stage builder because otherwise it won't work. If you don't have a save game, that doesn't matter because there's none by default. But when you create a save game in Smash Bros., it puts some stages in the stage builder. So make sure you remove all of them. But for some reason it crashes, I'm not sure why, so I'm going to do it without a save game. If you try it if you do have a save game, but if it doesn't work, you'll have to erase your save game, unfortunately. So yeah, let's launch Smash Bros. Right here. We're going to launch the game. It'll take a bit to load. Click through here. It's going to ask us to create a save game. It won't, obviously, if you created one, but option will come up in a second. It's going to ask you click no, click continue. Right, just go through these menus. This sound is hurting my ears so much. I have a feeling I turned it up too loud. Right, click Vault, click Stage Builder. It's going to come up with this, click A. And then if you do have don't have a save game, well, that menu will come up there. Some weird text. Don't worry, it's not malicious or anything like that. It's all fine. And then CTGP Riivolution will load up. And there you go, you've got CTGP Riivolution. So basically what will happen when you load that up for the first time, you'll get given a load of options. Select your language, make sure you select English unless you speak another language and you're not as good at speaking English as you are at that language. Say, give a language in a native language, make sure you do that. It's going to go for a load of options. It's going to install a load of updates. That will take a bit of time, unfortunately. So if you do have those updates, you can pause the video and come back when they're done if you're following along straight away. If you're doing it afterwards, then you'll just have to go and do something else while you're doing those updates anyways. I mean, I recommend doing it if you're watching this going along as well, but yeah. Anyway, that doesn't matter too much. Anyway, here we are in the menu, and after you've done all that, I can't remember because it's a while since I've done it, but it'll either ask you to install the channel or just take you straight to here and you'll see this option here to install the CTGP R channel. Mine says remove because I've already installed it, but make sure you install it because otherwise you'll have to go through Smash Bros. Every time to get on it. And if it doesn't work for you with a save game, then that's a bit of a pain because you keep having to erase your save game. And if you do play Smash Brothers as well, which a lot of people do, that's why I'm doing this tutorial. I know I stated before that you could go and get it from game or whatever then, and I did have to because I didn't have the game. I traded it in ages ago, but I know a lot of you have Smash Brothers, and it'd be a pain if you had to keep deleting your save game because it just crashed like it did for me. And you had to keep going through. So luckily, Mr. Bean has put this option to install the channel. Right, I recommend you go into settings, change a few things around, custom tracks, make sure that's on. Make sure remove game music's off or no, set to no. Otherwise, you will have no game music. My stuff folder. Now, what this is you can put custom music and custom tracks that you have made yourself. Because that's another thing with CTGP. You can test your own custom tracks that you've made yourself. So that's the use for it. If you don't have like Dolphin or something like an emulator or something like that. Dolphin's the best one, that's the one I use, and you would have seen that in the video. I'll do a tutorial on how to use my stuff eventually, but if you're making custom tracks, it's basically the same, except you don't do the Wii scrubber bit that I showed you at the end, you do something else. So anyways, let's go back, and put course, selection. I recommend you set that to alphabetical like we've got the default ones in a really awkward order and it's hard to find tracks. However, if it's alphabetical, it'll be really easy for you to find them. And if you'd rather have it custom in your own layout, go ahead and do that. I'm not sure how that works because I've never done it. Now let me just, I need to insert Mario Kart Wii quickly. There we go. Nice try, but that isn't Mario Kart Wii. No, it's not. I'll just go and insert that real quick. Take out Smash Brothers, put Mario Kart in. There we go, should load any second now. I just want to show you a couple of things in the game, to be honest, before I end the tutorial. There we go, we're loading up. There's also a 200cc mod which you can put in your My Stuff folder, which is literally all the tracks set to 1.5 speed. I have that activated at the moment, but it won't work because I'm going to show you a custom track just to show you what one looks like, and they don't have them on that. And oh my gosh, that is loud! I need to turn my volume down here because this is deafening me on my headset. There we go, that's a bit better. So here we are, you can see that the title screen is different, and then you get to and you see that the borders and stuff are different. Let's go and do a time trial and I'll show you the custom tracks. I'll just go for Yoshi on map right here, and you can see you will have all these tracks. Don't just have the 32 tracks anymore, you'll have all of these. There's so many, 216 of them, 248 tracks in total if you include your original tracks, which are right here. I mean, just look how many there is in comparison to the original tracks. So I know what you're all thinking, you want me to go and show you a custom track if you've never seen one before, to see what one looks like. Now, I'm just going to find one of my favourite tracks. We're going to go for, where is it? There we go. Halogen Highway. I'm just going to show you a lap of this real quick. I'm going to race the ghost, I won't beat him. And you're going to hear some custom music from the My Stuff folder in a minute. Here we are. This is a custom track. This is so hard because there's a lot of delay on my capture cards, and I can't hear the custom music for some reason. I'll have to, maybe I thought I installed it for this, but maybe I didn't. And it's actually really hard to drive with the delay on my headset. I'm actually going to turn my headset off a second because I can't drive it to the sound. Hopefully it'll keep the sound for you guys. Yeah, This is a custom track. I mean, I love this track. It's quite old now, but it's really ahead of its time when it came out. I've only had CTGP for a year, but I knew about custom tracks for a long time because I was put off by the way past year because I didn't know about Smash Trap before, so that's why I didn't install it. That's why I'm doing this tutorial for you guys, because I don't want to be put off by the other method of doing this. So I'm making this for you guys so you don't have the same problem as me. There's not many tutorials on YouTube and that's the way of doing it. But I need to look at this track. This is like indicated. Now I'm going to fall off if I'm not careful. There we go. And then I'm going to show you like one more thing and then I'll end the video. After I've shown it up. And then this corner here we can manage it fine. There we go. Right, let's go back to the main menu and I'm going to show you Wriivolution quickly. I did a tutorial on how to get Wriivolution on Dolphin, but yeah, if you got CTGP, you don't have to do all the messing around we did on Dolphin. It'll be there straight away for you because CTGP installs it with Dolphin, but you still have the 1 week thing. You don't have to use an unbanner like on Dolphin, but it's still the 1 week thing that you have to wait a week before you can get on it, and that's to stop like hackers and stuff from getting back online after they've been hacked, after they've been banned. But this should load up now in a second. Maybe there we go. And then you can go into friends. If you want to add my friend code, feel free. I'll just put it right there for you. And then soon enough we'll be doing, because I want to do this, we're going to be doing online races on CTGP. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to install some other packs as well using Riivolution, which the same method works for, but instead you use the Riivolution folder. I might do another tutorial on it. Basically, all you have to do for that is download Riivolution, and then you put all the files onto your SD cards. You can't have them in the folder, you have to take them out like we did and have them there. And then, basically you have Smash Stack, the private folder on, and then if you load up Smash Bros and do what we did, you'll be able to get the Riivolution channel. And then you'll be able to install some other packs as well, like Wii's Mario Kart Fun, which I showed you how to get on Dolphin, because some of them have ISO patches, so you can patch in Mario Kart Wii ISOs for Dolphin, but I prefer playing stuff on a Wii if I can. But we'll just exit out of there. And yeah, that's all I have to show you in this tutorial. Really. I'll just show you actually Countdown quickly, how you actually access that online. Because I don't believe there's actually battle modes online in CTGP. Because I think it's been replaced by Countdown, but I've never played Countdown in my life. I've just seen Mr. Bean's videos about it. But we'll check Custom Track Worldwide. If we look here, my VR's rubbish, I know, but there you go, Countdown. So there's no battle mode. It's been replaced by something called Countdown. And yeah, that's basically that. I explained what Countdown was at the start of the video. I'm just going to go back on the CTGPR channel quickly and basically show you that on the Wii menu. So what it would look like when you install it and basically how you get on. Because I know when I mentioned it before, you're probably all wondering that if you don't already know. So to exit out of the CTGP channel, all you do is press the home button. It'll ask you if you're sure you want to exit, click yes. And I'm going to turn my headset down again because otherwise I'll be deafened by the Wii menu music. Right, so all you do is you go across and then you click on CTGPR channel. That's Riivolution next to it, by the way, but that's CTGPR. Click on that. You will have this remix version of the Mario Kart Wii Invincibility music, also using Mario Brothers. Click start, and you're going to be taken straight to the CTGPR channel. And there you have it, CTGP on Mario Kart Wii. That's like the easiest way you can get it as well. I hope this helped you guys. I want to shout out Mr. Bean, 35,000 VR, for providing this. I'll put a link to his YouTube channel and his Twitch in the description. He streams quite regularly as well, especially on Twitch. I'll also put a link in the description to a couple of other good CTGP YouTubers, including TWD98, aka Troy. He does a lot of YouTube videos and also Twitch streams. So yeah, shout out to them YouTubers, and there's one or two others as well. But yeah, that's all I have to show in this episode. Thank you for watching. I'll probably do another tutorial on Riivolution, possibly. Also do my stuff and plenty more custom tracks to come. My custom tracks, online worldwide custom tracks, other packs, tutorials on how to get them. Yeah, this is the place to stay if you want more tutorials on custom Mario Kart. Thank you for watching, and